Welcome back. Today we are going to discuss July month current affairs based questions. Notes on this discussion will be available by tomorrow morning on the Facebook page. You can check. The link will be provided in the description. So come back to discussion now. Today we are going to discuss part 4. In this we are going to discuss 10 questions. These 10 questions will comprise topics such as environment, polity, economy, international relation. So let's take up questions now. Hmm. 51st question. Consider the following statements. Constitution provides the Parliament to enact Delimitation Act. This is delimitation. The Constitution provides division of states into territorial constituency as per the Delimitation Act after every census. So to answer this question, definitely you should know whether it is mentioned in the Constitution or not. So already I have explained you about 6 types of questions that UPSC asks in polity. For each type there is a method to solve. There is a trick to solve. I have already explained in previous videos. If you didn't see, go and check those videos. How to types and tricks for the polity. Title will be this. So provides, it provides or not. See, this is a same words that UPSC has been using for many years. Example, in 2020 also it has used. Constitution provides judicial review. Constitution defines. In first statement it said Constitution defines judicial review. Constitution provides for the judicial review. Which will be correct? This will be wrong, because Constitution doesn't define judicial review. It provides for the judicial review. Article 13, Article 32, Article 226, Article 142, like that, etc. So here also provides. Definitely you should know this. Otherwise it's very difficult to solve. Here it's Article 82. It deals with the Article 82. So Constitution provides for this, and this provision deals with by the Article 170. So Constitution provides for this. So answer is C. But why I have asked this question is that you should also know, because if you know it, you may prepare for the mains also. Because the former legal advisor of Election Commissioner of India has held that steps taken by the central government as illegal and unconstitutional. What is this step? Step is the central government has set up Delimitation Commission for remember, for Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Assam and Nagaland. Okay. Actually what we know that Delimitation Commission is responsible for territorial constituency delimitation all over India. Okay, but among these four, in these four states, who is responsible? Election Commission. Okay, how we can say Election Commission? Section 8A of Representative People's Act. Okay, these section gave power to the Election Commission. Means what? The parliament, this is A. See, 8 is different from 8A. 8A means it has been inserted. Parliament passed a law to insert this section to give power to the Election Commission to delimit the constituencies in Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Nagaland, these four states. So you should remember, delimitation commission will have power to delimit the territorial constituencies in rest of the India. So UPSC may ask about this or about this, otherwise it may ask simply like this. So you should be in a position to answer. Who will be the chairman of Delimitation Commission? Supreme Court judge, retired Supreme Court judge. So this is what you should know. Now come to the 52nd question. Consider the following statement. USA remained India's top trading partner for second consecutive time fiscal year in 2019-20. In bilateral trade, between India and USA has trade surplus. See, why I have asked this question? You may think, oh, what is this? It is a fact-based question. UPSC may not ask it like that, you may think, but go and check in 2020. It has asked about Bangladesh. Oh, there is one option says that Nepal in South Asia with India. India trades more with the Nepal. Like this, some option is there, but this option is wrong. You should know it is Bangladesh. If you know it is Bangladesh, if you eliminate options, then you will get answer very easily. That's why I have asked this. Is it USA or not? USA or UAE or China? Which one? Because India is banning Chinese apps and amended FDI policy to restrict China. Why? Because lot of investment is coming. So which one? Answer is USA only. Because China from 2014 to 2018, it was 17. It was the first. Before that UAE. Now USA. So this is correct. So USA had trade surplus or not with India? USA is very big country, right? What is trade surplus? You should know. What is trade surplus? Okay, this is India. This is USA. If USA is selling 100 rupees, one product it has sold in 1 year, that product cost is 100 rupees. India sold two products cost each is 100 and 200 rupees. So 100 minus 200 minus 100 is 100 rupees. So here the trade, India has a trade surplus with USA. You can say like that. India has trade surplus because India is gaining 100 rupees profit in this trade. What about if USA is 200, India is 100? Then India will be having trade deficit, but USA will be having trade surplus. This is the concept of trade deficit and trade surplus. So now this is wrong, which is India. Surprisingly, it is India. India has trade surplus. Means what? India is exporting lot of products to USA, and USA exporting very few products. The cost of the products India earns a lot, and the cost from this USA earning is very less. So in USA is having trade deficit. Trade deficit means very huge. It has with India around $20 billion. So answer is A. This is fiscal. Come to the 53rd question. Which of the following are correctly matched? Why this question I have asked? Do you remember in 2020 prelims what they have asked? Lisa Pathfinder. Not only in 2020 prelims, almost in every prelims definitely they will ask about some mission, some solar, space, exploration missions. They will ask. They used to ask more questions on missions in 2015 and 16, but they have reduced in 2017 and 18 and 19, but they have asked reduced, and they have asked only one question in 2020. So now Mission Hope country, it's wrong, it's UAE. It's a just fact you should know. This is the UAE's Gulf country's first Mars mission. This one is China. You should know, because why you should know? China became the only third country which has landed its own rover on Mars land. Third country. Which are the two other countries? Can you guess? Okay, everybody know USA. What about the second one? It's UK or Canada or Russia or what? It's USSR. So answer is USSR means what? Russia, Soviet Union. When it was a Soviet Union, it has launched. After disintegration, it has not. And this one is USA. This one is wrong, this one is wrong. So sorry, option should be only 3. Answer is C. USA at present, how many rovers that USA has on Mars? 2. One is InSight, one is Curiosity. These two you should know, because tomorrow UPSC may ask like this: rovers, countries, InSight, Curiosity, USA, or this one Japan or something, and Chinese name will be there, some name I forgot, and China. Okay, so you may tick these two as right and this may as wrong. So definitely you should know these two. USA has 2 rovers. These two rovers name is InSight and Curiosity. This is at present, but USA over the past few years, few decades, USA has landed on Mars for 9 times. Means USA means NASA. This is also you should know, because UPSC may ask that USA has sent only 2 Mars, then it will be wrong. Rovers, it will be wrong. It has landed only twice, it is wrong. It has landed 9 times. So come to the Now 54th question, which of the following organization releases multi-dimensional poverty index? See, multi-dimensional poverty index, definitely you should know, it is also in economics book. Answer, they have asked in 2020 mains. Don't take it lightly. In 2020 mains, about multi-dimensional poverty index they have asked. So they may ask in prelims also. Who will release this? UNDP. Okay, why I have asked about this organization? Because in last 10 years India has uplifted around 370 million people from poverty. It is a huge number for any country. In this reduction in poverty, which area did well? Rural or urban? Which one? It's rural. Rural areas in poverty reduction outpaced urban areas. You should remember this fact, because in options, in one of the option, UPSC may say that rural areas outpaced urban areas in poverty reduction. So you may think, no, urban areas have a lot of employment opportunity. Here the chances are more to earn and the lifestyle will be good, standard of living will be high. Like that you may think like this in examination and you may commit mistake. You may eliminate this option. So you should not eliminate this option, it is correct. And at present in India, around 28% of the total population are still poor as of 2016 and 17 report. 28% is very high. Where you can use all these points in prelims, if UPSC want to ask, it may ask. In mains you can use in essay or in GS1 society or in GS3. So here answer is B. Come to the next question, 55. See, this question why I have asked, go and check in 2017 or 18, I guess 2018, UPSC has described about one technology, very lengthy passage it has given. It looks like a CSAT comprehension, but it is in, they have asked in GS paper 1. After giving that, they have given option Internet of Thing or something. That option is Internet of Thing is correct. Means what? At that time, then in news, Internet of Thing was in news. So UPSC has asked about this definition and working in the paragraph to check whether you know about this technology or not in 2018. So like that I also framed a question today, because one thing is in news. What is that? The internet service provider must treat all internet communications equally and not discriminate or chat differently based on user content, website, platform, application, equipment, source address, destination address, and method of communication. See what? Do not discriminate. Means what? It is talking about something equality. Okay, equality or neutral, maintain neutrality, like that. So what is answer here? It is wrong. Answer is net neutrality. It is talking about the net neutrality. It is very much in news. It was in news for last 4 years, but still UPSC has not asked about this in prelims. So it may ask this year. It may ask. There is no, we cannot give guarantee, but it may ask. So come to the next question. It is very important question, very much important question, because in environmental issues UPSC asked. If you see 2020 also, it has asked about pollution. Okay, it has asked about species. It has asked about conservation. Okay, like that it has asked about many things. But for since many years, this eco sensitive zone is in news, but it has not asked in prelims. Maybe this time also it may not it may not ask, but still it may ask in 2021, because in 2020 it has covered various topics. Though from environment it has asked only 9 questions in 2020, but it has covered various topics, so there are chances that it may ask this. In 2020 mains, it has asked about environment impact assessment draft bill. It asked to compare previous bill and draft bill, so it may ask. Chances are there. So what are the things prohibited in environment ecosystem zone? This is prohibited. Hot balloons over national park, sawmills prohibited, establishment of minor hydropower project, no, it is not prohibited. It's major power project has been prohibited. What else prohibited? Commercial mining prohibited. Wood cutting for commercial purpose prohibited. Matlab, if it is not for non-commercial purpose, it is not prohibited. Industrial discharge, pollutants discharge is prohibited. So all these things prohibited, you should write down. Definitely UPSC may ask. If it didn't ask about prohibition, it may ask about which are regulated. Regulated means you can do activities with some restriction. What are there? Felling of trees, establishment of hotels or resorts, commercial use of natural water, and erection of electrical cables, change of agriculture system. Okay, these are regulated. Which will not come under prohibition and under regulated, all those things will come under permitted activities. This eco-sensitive zone will come under which act? Environment Protection Act. Generally, ecosystem zone means it acts like a buffer zone type. If it is core area, around this ecosystem zone will be there, or entire this thing will be known as ecosystem zone. This distance can be, it should be minimum 10 kilometers. It can be more than that, minimum 10 kilometers, but for many national parks or biospheres, whatever, for national parks, it can be the ecosystem zone is less than 1 kilometer also, because some parks in cities, the ecosystem zone is less than 1 kilometer. So it varies, but according to law it should be minimum 10 kilometers. So answer is here A. But why it is in news? It is in news because of Char Dham. What is this Chardham? I have explained you. It's a project implemented by Ministry of Rural and Highways. So which all will come if it is Uttarakhand? I have already explained. Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath and Bhagirathi. These four things it will connect Chardham. So you should know this. This Chardham road highway passes through the Bhagirathi eco sensitive zone. So any construction right in Himalayas, any construction in eco sensitive zone, okay, for road construction, it may lead to landslides. What is example of this road construction caused landslides? It's Kedarnath. Remember 2013 Kedarnath landslides. Why it is so much sensitive? Because it is seismic activity zone. 5th level seismic activity zone means highest level activity zone. So this is very fragile. You should not construct roads. So come to the 57th question. India initiated RISE. Which of the following countries? India initiated RISE with which of the following countries? It's USA. What is RISE? To understand that, you should understand first India and USA relationship. Nowadays India and USA relationship is forging more towards energy partnership. Okay, strategic energy partnership. These strategic energy partnership has 4 things. 1, power and energy efficiency, oil and gas, renewable energy, because this is very important for mains and prelims also, sustainable growth. In this, to implement this power and energy efficiency, USA and India has started PACR. What is this PACR? It is Advanced Clean Energy Research on Smart Grid. And super critical CO2 also they have started. Okay, it is also for energy efficiency. And here civil nuclear deal also they have concluded and started nuclear power plant at Kovada also. So these are the major projects and initiatives that you should remember with the USA, which is very much in news. And for oil and gas, okay, the memorandum of understanding has been signed for strategic petroleum reserves. Okay, strategic petroleum reserves means these are the reserves take in India. In some places India will store its oil, which will be underground. Okay, why it will store the oil? Because oil prices, we know that it will go high and low. What if tomorrow if oil price goes to 300 rupees? Okay, it will become very costly. So India can use this stored oil. This oil can India, whenever the oil price becomes low, India will buy a lot of oil and store. Okay, and what if India depended more on Gulf countries for oil? What if war is going on in these Gulf countries, like in 1973, oil crisis will come. To avoid this oil crisis also, India stores this oil in India only. Now it has made agreement to store some oil in USA also. Okay, that's why this is oil and gas agreement. And in renewable energy, in this renewable energy, India has signed, both the countries have started. What is that? Rice. This is what I have asked. What is this raise? Raise is R. Retrofit. A. Air conditioning. Improve air quality. Improve air quality, safety and efficiency. Retrofit of air conditioning to improve air quality for safety and efficiency. So answer is USA, and you should know all those things. Which are the things? Power and efficiency. UPSC may ask for mains also. Next is oil and gas. Next is renewable energy. Next is sustainable growth. These all will come under strategic energy partnership with India and USA. Okay, I'll say about sustainable growth also. Both India and USA have started this India Energy Modeling Forum. You can read about this in Google. If you know this point is enough to write answer. So that's about 57th. See, very important this thing, because UPSC has asked even in 2018, I guess, about BA broad based trade and investment agreement, means BTIA. It has asked simply in 2018, I guess 2018 or 2017, it has asked, with which of the following country India has had negotiations about BTIA. So it's a European country, European Union. So come to the 58th. Which of the following statements is correct regarding Garib Kalyan Rozgar Yojana? See, Rozgar means it becomes very important for UPSC, because UPSC favorite topic is Rozgar. It has asked many questions on many Rozgar schemes till now. So that's why I have asked. Moreover, this is a biggest scheme. Government has allocated 50,000 crores. So it is the biggest scheme. Definitely you should know the provisions of this scheme. What are the provisions? The beneficiaries under this scheme is only returning migrant workers. See, only returning migrant workers, because this scheme came after seeing the bad situations of migrant workers. Okay, migrant workers from various states has migrated to their respective states due to lockdown and lack of employment, unemployment, and lack of food, lack of money, many other reasons. And it is multi-ministerial initiative. It is the implementing authority is Ministry of Rural Development, and it is implemented across all states of India. See, this is correct or not? You can easily find out, because it is, we all know that due to the lockdown and because of migrants, this unemployment and many other issues came. These migrants went back to their states. Okay, So these migrants are particularly from how many states? 6 states. So these schemes are this scheme is implemented only in 6 states. And implementing authorities, Ministry of Rural Development. It is also true. This is true. You should eliminate this. And only written is wrong. No, because how you can differentiate between migrant labor and a rural daily labor? There is no card, right? For migrant labor there is no card in India, so that he can show one card. Okay, and for rural labor also there is no card in India. So for both the persons can go and get employment under this scheme. So answer is C. Come to the 59th question. This is a word type question. Very confusing question. If UPSC ask in 2021 prelims, definitely 90% of people will get confused. What is this? Black rock. It is a salt found in Meghalaya caves. Meghalaya caves is in news. Okay. These are rocks discovered by NASA in Mars. It is also in news because just now we have solved because of the NASA's rover. And it is a new malware which targets social apps. It is a name given to newly found rodent in Assam. So which can be the answer in exam, right? Because these two are very much in news, we may get confused. But answer is what? Answer is this, malware. Okay, it is a new malware that is called BlackRock. Okay, this comes under cyber security topic. So I have to discuss about the definition of cyber security. Okay, and India's rank in global cyber security and index, and the recent attacks of cyber security and the steps taken to safeguard India against cyber security and the challenges that India is facing. This is very important for the mains perspective, because the basic questions UPSC will not ask now, because in 2020 in mains it has asked basic question, what is cyber security and types of cyber security. Okay, and now UPSC will go very depth. In 2015 also UPSC asked about national cyber security policy. Okay, about the policy itself it has asked. So if definitely it will go into depth, so definitely you should know all these things. Definitely I will explain you in some other video when the current affairs actually deals with directly cyber security. So this time I'm not going to explain this, but definitely I'll be explaining all these points. So come to the 68th question. Which of the following statement is or correct regarding public account of India? Why suddenly I have asked on public account of India? Because National Disaster Response Fund is in news. Okay, this fund, why it is in news? Because now even individuals can also donate for this fund. Means what? Before that only some excise duties or cess and other government taxes money used to go for this fund. Now even the individuals can donate to this fund. It is in use, but this fund is kept under which one? Public account of India. So definitely you should know public account of India. See, UPSC, because it is in news, National Disaster Response Fund, it is in use. If UPSC want to ask in polity way, it will ask about Public Account of India. If it want to ask in governance way, it will ask about what? It will ask about Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay. Disaster monitoring, right, will be done by these both ministers. Under these minister, which will come drought, hailstorm, locust attacks, pest attacks, cold wave, frost, all these things will come under Ministry of Agriculture, and remaining whatever is left will come under this one. If UPSC asks this, this is the most difficult question, because many of the people would have not known this difference. Everybody may think that it will come under the Ministry of Human Affairs. Okay. If UPSC asks about Public Account of India, then it will be very easy to answer if you know. But still, Public Account of India provisions, if you know very well, it will be easy. Otherwise, there are some provisions which is not mentioned in Lakshmikant polity, so it will be very difficult. So what are those provisions? Now we are going to see those provisions now. The funds in this account does not belong to the government. It belongs or not? It belongs or not is a question. The expenditure from it or not from it does not require to be approved by the parliament. The National Disaster Response Fund is placed under the this thing I have said. So 3 correct. But definitely you should know in these two which is correct. It belongs or not? Definitely it will not belongs, because in Public Account Fund, take if Disaster Management Fund is there, it is under this one. Government cannot take money from this fund and give to some Ambani or Andani or some other infrastructure development. For the infrastructure development, it cannot give. Okay, it is used for only for this purpose only, so it doesn't belong to the government. If you know this logic, you can eliminate, you can say one is correct. Okay, and it does not require any parliamentary approval. To which one requires? Anything charged on the Consolidated Fund of India. How you can withdraw from this? Appropriate bill. Okay, so answer is this is correct, this is correct, this is correct. Answer is D. So tomorrow we will be discussing some more questions of July current affairs. For now, thank you.